That's where it starts to be boring right there, okay? So what you want to do is just question, answer, tease if you can, right? They question, she answers, have an opinion, tease, something like that. But even if not that, just go off on another tangent. Anything other than a question.
Go off on another tangent?
Just even change the subject. If I don't know what to say, okay, here's actually a really good rule in game. If you're in a certain phase of game and the conversation goes dead, do something in that phase. So what I mean is, if you've opened and you're in the premise phase, right, and the conversation goes dead, do something premise. So I'm talking, conversation goes dead, we're in premise. You know what, there's something about you I love and something about you I just can't stand. And that's how I restart the conversation. Then we talk for a little bit. She said, oh, what do you mean by that? We talk for a little bit, conversation goes dead again. Say we're still in premise. Then I go, you know what, at first I didn't like you, I'm starting to think maybe you're not so bad, right? And that's like that transition between maybe premise and evaluation, right? Does that make sense? So if the conversation goes silent, a lot of people are like, oh, awkward pause, oh, not so good. What it is actually, it's a perfect opportunity to inject the gamey parts into the set, right? So you're having a normal conversation, it goes dead. Wait, well, this is a moment where anything you say, she's going to run with it because it's the only present conversation topic. So use that as your opportunity to game. I mean, she did the random conversation thing because you asked too many questions, which that's whatever. But she liked your vibe. When you established premise, she actually was fine with it. But then you just jumped to the close way too fast. So if it was open, premise, evaluate, narrative, close, he did open, a little bit of premise, conversation, a little bit of premise, close. He hadn't probably done quite enough premise, but he had at least done some, and he completely just skipped anything resembling evaluation and just skipped straight to the close. Yeah. You can inject premise into the set, but in order for premise to have been established to the extent that you could go on to the next phase, you need to have not just established premise yourself, you need her to have participated in some way. Okay. Does that make sense? So if you just say, hey, you're cute, I want to meet you, and then she doesn't acknowledge it, and just has a very platonic conversation with the weather about you, premise hasn't been established. But if you were to say, hey, you're cute, I want to meet you, and she says, oh, you're very cute yourself. Now, even though you've only said that one premisey thing, premise has been established because you've put it out there and it's been agreed to. It's been agreed upon. Right? Or for example, you go, you're such trouble, what are we going to do with you? And she goes, I don't know, what are we going to do with me? All right? And the fact that she's saying we back and being flirty, she's established premise with you. Okay? So what you're really looking for premise, in order to move on to like evaluating and stuff, you're looking for the fact that you've put it into the conversation multiple times usually, but what you're really looking for is for her to have participated or acknowledged. Right?
One side of the premise. Would you consider, if she refers to the interaction as we, would you consider that premise?
Yeah. So if she is, using the word we, if she's giving you compliments of any kind, like if she's expressing premise towards you in any way, if she starts qualifying herself organically without you trying to qualify her, then probably she's agreed premise, as long as she's qualifying in a man-to-woman related way. Anything along those lines, okay? But just because you've said it one time doesn't mean it's present. And sometimes you'll have to say like 10 premisey things before she finally like starts reciprocating, and it'll be over a period of several minutes. Sometimes like one does it and you're good to go. Oftentimes one does it, like one or two, right? And she'll start reciprocating. But you need to be prepared to do many if she's not reciprocating. Okay? But what you're really looking for is for her to be treating it as a man-to-woman conversation, not just the fact that you've done it.